Hello there, everybody, and happy full flower moon. As you can see, the weather cooperated and we got to be outside. But I do live in the forest, so there's only a little patch of sky up here. The rest is all trees. So we may get to see the moon or we may not, but it's up there. Hello, Sita. Yeah, everybody say hello when you get here and let me know where you're from, if there's anything on your mind, if you want to share about how your intentions are going for this moon cycle. I would love to hear that. So if you, as a reminder, and if you're maybe just joining us for the first time, what we do is on the new moon, we do kind of like a purging of all the things that we don't want to bring with us. This is like winter, where we're burning off the fields. We are letting everything that doesn't serve us kind of die and fall away. And we, in ceremony, set new intentions for the new moon cycle, right? So this is like the planting, like the sowing the seeds for this cycle. And we give those intentions to the sacred fire on the new moon to enlist the universe's assistance in transmuting everything into what is most good and beautiful and amazing for us, for the world, for all of mankind and humankind in the universe. And so then we nurture those intentions. We keep those in our focus. We keep those as a theme, if you will, for our life. Oh, we also draw a card, an oracle card. We are using, for this cycle, we're using the Sacred Traveler deck. My friend Tal Levitt, who is a member of this group, turned me on to these, and it's my favorite deck now. So this month we're using this deck, and so we will draw a new card for each phase of the moon. And on the new moon ceremony this month, 3 cards popped out of the deck and what really wanted to be with us, to be our guides, to be the setters of our theme for this month. And they were, the first was, the second was Mystic Healer. The third was Great Adventure. The first was Grounding. Kind of left my mind. So the message there was to kind of ground and make peace with our ancestry and get connected to our roots and get really firm footing in who we are, and to welcome all of the healing energy that is flowing to and through us at all times, and to remind us that a loving touch, your warm positive regard is healing to everyone that it falls upon. You don't have to be a proclaimed energy healer. You don't have to be dedicating your life to healing to be a healer. So you heal yourself and you heal the people in your life, and then from this grounded, healed, beautiful place, take some risks and venture forth and head out on a great adventure, right? Okay, so then that's the new moon cycle, and then the first quarter moon is kind of like the spring. So when we've been giving the attention, the water and the sunshine and the love to the seeds that we sowed, the seeds we threw, the seeds we planted on the new moon, then in that next week or so, when the first quarter comes along, we're beginning to see things sprout. We're beginning to see evidence of the manifestation of paying attention to our intentions and showing up as our most empowered, most confident, most grounded, most connected to ourselves, to our higher power, into everything that we do. And so we did that last week, and the card that we drew for the first quarter moon was Wondrous Universe, and the message was to walk in beauty. And our guides and our messages that came from Spirit around that were to look for beauty everywhere you go, everywhere your eyes turn. Look for things to appreciate and to find beautiful, and most importantly, when your gaze is on yourself. We are so hard on ourselves. We are so critical, and we just kind of breeze by all of the things that are beautiful about us and head straight into picking apart all of the things that we wish were different. And the strong, empowered, and confident, and seen and visible way of being in this world is to embrace your uniqueness And I promise you, you are totally beautiful, just exactly like you are. You have permission to be, right? Okay, let's see. I'm missing some hellos. Hello, Sita from Virginia, my neighbor, just across the state line, kind of. Michelle from Los Angeles. Terry from Massachusetts. Serenity from Long Island, New York. Kiara from Southern California. Is that another Michelle? I'm not sure. Michelle in New Jersey. Sam from New Jersey, the Garden State. Hey, we've got a lot of people from New Jersey here. That's awesome. Marie from South Carolina. Rob from England. I love it when we are a global community, and we usually are in this application. Maureen from Vancouver, BC, Canada. Yay. Robin from Long Island. Maureen. Hello, welcome, Maureen. Lynn is from Vancouver, Washington. So we are well represented here. This is absolutely fantastic. So if anyone remembers, I'm missing a kitty cat that looks very much like that, and I thought for a moment that was him showing up, but it wasn't. Anyway, if you remember what your intentions were that you set on the new moon, and you have been living into them, and you're seeing evidence, and you're in the blooming, which is the representation of the full moon that we're in now, I would love to hear your comments. So just share with me how your intentions are going. So mine are going really, really well. My intentions were to stay firmly on my path, meaning that I can wander and meander for pleasure and discovery and fun and exploration, and in the interest of expanding and in the interest of exploring opportunities or making new friends or anything that's beautiful and joyful will allow my path to wind. But no more will I engage in the pattern that I've had my whole life of allowing fear and doubt and uncertainty to cause me to leave my path, to put down the work that I've done and start off something brand new. And I have done amazing at that this month. I've done a wonderful job, and the manifestations that are happening is I'm making so many new friends, new, powerful, wonderful, amazing women, and really feeling a community of support and love and cooperation and collaboration beginning to evolve around me. Great things are happening in my business. Ideas are coming up all over the place. I am feeling this full bloom of amazing opportunities and clarity of mind and clarity of purpose. And so I'm just really proud and really happy that having you on this journey with me has helped me to stay accountable, right? So I would love to keep you accountable too. So share, right? And we're also live over on our Facebook group, Joyful Magic, a spiritual sisterhood of success, joy, and freedom. And you are welcome to share comments there. Go over to my bio, and from my website, you can find links to everything and ways to connect with me outside of this group. So, all right, so we are in the full moon phase, the summer of this moon cycle, and things are blossoming. And so now our work is to tend and enjoy and pay attention and fine tune and tweak our intentions and get even better at stepping into the beautiful, amazing, successful, joyful person we are becoming, and breaking free more and more and more from old patterns, old habits of thought, old internal barriers that keep us from having the confidence and the feelings of worthiness and deservedness that support us in stepping forward and really claiming all of the wondrous gifts that this human experience has to offer, right? So together we're gonna not play small anymore. We're gonna play big. We're gonna play big game and create amazing things, and we're going to astound and astonish ourselves with the success and the joy and the freedom and the love that we are able to create in our lives when we make the decision to live intentionally, right? Aware and mindful and paying attention. Oh, hello, Julie. Julie has joined us on the Facebook group, and we're on Insight Timer as well, Julie. So it's a fantastic audience that we have. All right, so what we are going to do for the full moon ceremony, and again, we are outside, and if we are lucky, the moon will make an actual appearance and we will get to see her together. But I set up a little altar for us with 3 candles in representation of so many holy trinities. In our case, the harmony of mind, body, and spirit, that when we are integrating all of the parts of ourselves and letting ourselves act from the place of our deep, deep wisdom, our deep, deep knowing, engaging and involving and bringing along our brilliant, amazing minds, and honoring and cherishing and loving our amazing bodies. So the 3 candles are the representation of that, and I included some selenite, and I included a citrine for prosperity, and a pink quartz for love, and a clear quartz with just a little ghost of amethyst through it for mental clarity and connection to our highest selves, to our source, right? And then I also brought along some little crystals for us to use in our ceremony. Amethyst again, for opening the third eye, opening the upper chakras, and being just really open to divine love and infinite intelligence. And lapis lazuli for clear communication, so that my messages are very clear and very bathed in love, and your understanding is very clear and aligned with your purpose and with who you are and who you came here to be. And then some more rose quartz, because we are all about love, right? So we'll use those in some sort of little ceremony after our meditation. Okay. All right. So if you have, hello, Patty. I am grateful to you for being here too. Gladine, bonjour. In Berkeley, California, via Paris. Nice. Robin is sending all kinds of emoji. Oh, Robin and Maureen are friends. Yay. I love it. I love it that you're together here and sharing with each other. And you know, since you are friends, you can share your intentions with each other and share how they're going, and be support and magnification and amplification and mirroring for one another, right? It's so important for us that, and I am evolving into this place myself to have community, to have the courage to ask for help, to understand that we are so resourced. We are so loved, of course, from our Maker and from Source and from Mother Earth and our guides and angels and spirits, but we're loved by people. We are loved by our support group. And a lot of times we just make the assumption that someone doesn't have time, doesn't have resources, can't help us, and so we just don't ask. When instead, when we ask for help, we give other people the opportunity to give. And you know how good it feels to give. So by not being a receiver, you are depriving other people of the joy of giving, right? Okay, so Maureen and all her friends are having a party. All right, I love it. Okay, so if you have never meditated with me before, I have a whole series of instructions that I give beforehand about honoring your body. But if you are returning after many times, oh, Patty, thank you so much for your so generous donation. $22.22 to the number of connection, me to you, to all of us. Thank you. And I always forget to mention that, but your donations are always greatly appreciated, and they allow me to continue to do free things like this, free gatherings, and to further my work for people who might not be able to have the resources to enroll in different programs and things. So I love being here. I love you so much for your donation, Patty. Thank you. All right. So a regular meditation practice, a regular spiritual practice, a regular time of day when you get very still and listen to the voice of your high self, of your guides, of your spirit, your source, your maker, is so very essential to being able to move through your life feeling the power of the universe at your back, supporting you in every moment. And if your body feels good as you are sitting in meditation and contemplation, then you are much more likely to come back every single day. So always honor your body first. Be in whatever position feels good to you. You can stand on your head if that's your favorite position. You can lie down on your side, on your back, on your stomach. You can stand. You can move around. This is your communication with Source. I am here only as the guide. I am here only as the facilitator, if you will. This is your journey. And the number one thing to do is honor your precious body. Okay? Now, having said that, if it feels good to you to be in an upright position with a straight line between your sit bones and the crown of your head. Hi, Ruby. Good morning from Australia. That black cat, that is my cat, one of my cats. Yes, I have 5, maybe 4. One is missing, and usually when one goes missing in this wilderness, it means that he was taken by a predator. So probably I only have 4 cats, but yes, they love it. My golden retriever is lying down there on the floor too, and the others are wandering around. They love it when I am outside and on the ground, and with them they always gather. It's absolutely beautiful. All right. Yes, these are the Appalachian Mountains, Eliza. The Cherokee National Forest is behind me, and I live in paradise. I manifested this place for myself in 2013, and it's become my favorite place on earth. All right. Okay. So I'm not going to look at any more comments till after our meditation. So, okay. So with a straight line between your sit bones and the crown of your head, this is a beautiful feeling and also a beautiful visual of your central channel being very straight and very smooth flowing, so that energy can flow from the divine into your crown chakra, through your body, into the earth, and energy from the earth can flow from the earth up through your body, and then your central channel is responsible for sending all of the communications out to the rest of your body. Okay, so this position feels really, really good for facilitating that feeling of being fully grounded and yet fully connected to Source at the same time. All right, we always begin with 3 long, slow, deep breaths together. And we use these breaths to really center ourselves, to put aside everything that came before, put aside everything that is yet to come, and bring ourselves fully present into this moment, fully aware, fully mindful, fully connected with our deepest selves, and willing and open to the exploration and the journey that Spirit will lead us on during this meditation. Okay, so with each breath in, vacuum up all of the things that don't serve you, and on your exhale, just imagine letting all of that go and giving it back to the earth to be transmuted into whatever is needed on our planet or in our universe. All right, first breath in. And let that all the way out. Next breath in. Breathe out all that doesn't serve you. Magical third breath in. And let it all the way out. Now, as settle into a steady but conscious and natural rate of breathing, we're going to begin first by celebrating the element of air, the element of breath, and the spirits of the East as we begin to cast a circle to create a protective space around this gathering. A giant bubble that will encase us in this beautiful container that we are in together this evening, where we are all safe, we are all loved, we're all warm and protected. In the spirit of air, we celebrate the miracle of you, the eternalness of every molecule of air. That the air we breathe may have been breathed by Mary Magdalene or Jesus or Buddha or a woolly mammoth or a saber-toothed tiger. So eternal, so immortal, so vital to our lives, to our bodies, to our plants. So many miracles in the beautiful exchange of oxygen for people, and the exhale of our breath that nourishes the trees and the plants and the vegetation. In this season of spring and in this summer celebration of this cycle of the moon, we ask that you lend your magic to this sacred space for this sacred time, that all within the circle are safe and sovereign, protected, connected, full of pure positive energy and light. All mischief, negativity, and distractions are harmlessly dispelled at the boundaries of this sacred space. We thank you, Spirit of Air, for your magic. Guardians of the South, Spirit of Fire, we celebrate the wonder and majesty, the beauty of a cleansing wildfire, the warmth of a community fire that gathers people together, the symbolism of power and creation and the fire in our bellies. We ask that you lend your magic and your power to this sacred space for this sacred time, that all within this circle are safe and calm, sovereign, relaxed, protected and connected, that all mischief, negativity, and distractions are harmlessly dispelled at the edge of this sacred space for this sacred time. We thank you, Spirit of Fire, for your magic. Guardians of the West, Spirit of Water, we celebrate and honor the wonder, the miracle of water, making up most of our bodies, giving life-giving fluid to our bodies, the beauty and wonder of a trickling stream, the majesty of a raging river that can carve out canyons over time, the eternalness and the immortality of water, that all the water that ever was or ever will be is here in this moment. By the same way that we are breathing air that has always been here, we are drinking and being made up of water that has always been here. The water flowing through your body has an amazing history, billions of lives, billions of experiences, and each molecule has its own consciousness, its own magic. So we thank you, Spirit of Water, for all that you do for us on this planet. We ask that you lend your magic to this sacred space for this sacred time, that all within the circle are safe and calm, tapped in and tuned into our highest selves, to the voice of our Maker, our Source. All within are safe and warm, connected and protected. All mischief, negativity, and distractions are harmlessly dispelled at the edge of the sacred space. We thank you, Spirit of Water, for your magic. Finally, we turn our attention to the north, the guardians of the north and the element of earth. Great Mama Earth, supporting us, grounding us, providing every physical thing that we have ever seen or ever will see on this planet. Our bodies came from Earth. The floor we're sitting on, the chair, everything that we can touch in this life was once a part of Mother Earth. We are so grateful for your warmth, for your nourishment, for your never-ending energy that supports and sustains us. We celebrate the miracle of hurtling through space at tens of thousands of miles an hour, and yet feeling so rooted and grounded and so safe and so secure on this beautiful planet. We ask that you lend your magic to this sacred space for this sacred time, that all of us feel the warmth and grounding and protection of your unending and unconditional love, that we bring that love into the ceremony, into the circle, to embed this in ourselves, embody this in ourselves, and to share with open hearts, with limitless generosity, the unlimited love that is flowing to us from our amazing planet, beautiful Mother Earth. Thank you for blessing this circle and this sacred space. Let all mischief, negativity, and distractions be harmlessly dispelled at the edge of this sacred space for this sacred time. We love you, honor you, bless you, and thank you for your attention, Mother Earth. Finally, we call on Divine Spirit, on magic, on the universe, on God, whatever the word is that you use to speak to your higher power. This is the magic that unfolds all of the created elements, all of the beautiful human creatures in this circle, in this space, at this time, and in all times. So we ask, Great Spirit, that you combine with your elements to create a sacred and meaningful place for this sacred ceremony, where all within are safe and calm, warm and relaxed and protected. We are all connected. We can feel the energy and love from one another and support. And all mischief, negativity, and distractions are kept from us, harmlessly dispelled at the edge of this sacred space as we journey together in this Spirit-led meditation. We thank you, Great Spirit, for your magic, for your love, for infinite intelligence, for unconditional positive regard and support in every moment of our lives. All right, so imagine the giant etheric field that has the unique shape that it needs to encase my body and your body and all of the bodies all across the world. And just imagine this beautiful, amazing, etheric, energetic field that includes all of us. That we are all here, we are all connected, we are all pulsing with life and creativity and freedom and possibility within this beautiful, safe space where no harm can come to us. You in no way give up your sovereignty by welcoming and creating this connection with me, this connection with everyone in the circle with us. You are always free. You are always powerful. You are always the master of your energy and your destiny. This connection can only happen with your permission and can only amplify and magnify your love, your success, your great feeling of being loved and supported on this planet for this short human experience. So as you imagine yourself surrounded in this energy bubble that is connected with the energy bubbles of all of us, just imagine that this little bubble that you're in, this little field, is your space to create in, your space to move around in. And move your body a little bit and see if you feel like you have room. Look into your heart and examine what it is that you are really yearning for, what you're really longing to create. Maybe it's prosperity, maybe it's love, maybe it's creativity, maybe you are deeply, deeply longing for the time and space to spend time in nature. The yearnings of your heart are very, very unique to you and only available to you when you take the time to really feel into your heart, into the deepest places within you, and allow the voices to speak to you, allow the messages to arrive to you to help you understand what is the true longing of your soul as you are living in beauty and harmony in this human body. So our goal is never to leave our bodies and become only spirit, because we are here in this body for the joy of it. We are here for the experience, for the seeing and tasting and touching and moving around it and enjoying the physical aspects of this world that we can see and hear and taste and touch. So look at your energy field and see if there's room, if there's space for the expansion needed for you to live this longing in your heart. Yeah, just kind of move your body and see if anything feels stuck in your body, if anything feels like it's pressing up against your back or pressing on the top of your head or pressing on your eyelids or confining you in any way, and see if you can shake that loose and imagine expanding this field of energy around you even larger till it's beyond the span of your arms. It's further than you can reach. So you could physically move around in this energy bubble with so much space and so much freedom to move, right? Now expand that energy ball to include the entire room or the entire space that you're in. I am including my entire little clearing here all the way to the edges of the trees. This is my creative space, and I have so much room. I could fly in this beautiful space. Now feel what is possible for you when you have all of this space to move, and all of this room to grow, and all of this space and permission to explore and to experiment with what feels good to your heart, to your body, to your mind, to your spirit. Make a gesture with your arms that is a symbol of this feeling of power, this feeling of being an amazing creator. And remember this feeling, because as we are moving through the rest of this journey, you can make this gesture to bring your most powerful self into the places that we will explore next in this meditation journey. Right? So this is you. This is who you really are, standing so firm and so strong, so rooted and grounded, so open to the divine love and infinite intelligence that's flowing to you in every moment, and so conscious of the space that you are making and creating and making safe for your own growth, for your own endless possibilities to arrive and be nurtured and be grown. Okay, so just for a moment, just feel what it feels like to stand in this place of power, completely connected and co-creating with an amazing universe that is rearranging things as we speak for your highest good. Just embrace and embody this feeling. All right, as you are standing in this grown-up, wise, intelligent, sage, amazing, remarkable, superpowered being, turn and look at you in a different state. Look at the area of your life where you may feel doubt, you may feel fear, you may feel insecurity, you may feel a lack of resources or a lack of love or a lack of opportunity. And just witness that version of yourself with so much love and no judgment at all. and just witness how she is feeling, what she is yearning for, how she is longing to be resourced in the way that you, as the brilliant, confident, powerful version of yourself, are resourced. And welcome her. Put your arms around her. Teach her your gesture of total power. Allow her to be integrated, and allow her to look again at the place where there may be lack, the place where there may be judgment, where there may be sadness, where there may be grief, and look at it from this position of power and possibility and curiosity and wonder. Just wrap your arms around her. Integrate her in with the strong, wise, beautiful human that you are now. And feel how there's an added dimension to you. That when you can look at and embrace and embody all of the different facets of you in all of their wonder, all of their brilliance, and all of their imperfectness. You can embrace everything equally and let the imperfectness just be information. Let this just be clues for how you can grow, how you can stretch, how you can really take advantage of all this beautiful space that you've created for yourself. All right. Now let's go on just a short journey to join together around the sacred fire for the purpose of the remainder of our ceremony and celebration. So just imagine that you are walking into the edge of a beautiful field, and the center of this field is a clearing with a fire laid very beautifully but not yet lit. It's circled in beautiful, amazing, and brilliant stones of all different colors, crystals, quartz and citrine and amethyst, and they're big and they're brilliant and they're there just to play with us, to lend their energy to the ceremony we're creating together. And as you walk through this beautiful field of flowers to the edge of this clearing, you'll notice that there is a torch. There's like a gathering of torches for you to take one, to light it with the power of your own intention, with the power of your own mind, and then bring it and add it to the sacred fire. And as each of us enters the sacred space, grabs their torch, brings their intention and their love and their unconditional positive regard, their purity of intention to the sacred fire, this fire grows and blooms and warms all of us as we add to the fire and then find our place to be seated around it. Your seat can be anything. It can be a leopard skin rug. It can be a throne carved from a mushroom. It can be a beautiful wooden throne or a beautiful golden throne or a hammock, or just a beautiful grassy spot on the ground. Let your heart speak to you and find the seat that feels best to you for the remainder of our time together. And settle in. And our circle comes to encompass the sacred space. So it's like a beautiful globe, a beautiful bubble. And best of all, the beautiful, amazing full moon is shining down on all of us, illuminating us, sharing unreservedly of her love, just looking on all of us with wonder, looking on all of us with, it's almost like amused love. It's almost like, it's like tenderness that this beautiful energy of the moon is showering down on us. All right. All right, let's take 3 long, slow, deep breaths in together and kind of return to our minds, return to our bodies a little bit, but still remaining energetically and spiritually around our sacred fire and getting ready to celebrate the full moon with our card and everything that comes after that. Right, so with each breath, memorize this feeling of being so powerful and sovereign, so connected, so ensconced in community, the support and love of the universe that loves you. Okay, first breath in. And let it all the way out. Next breath in. And let that all the way out. Magical. Third breath in. And release. And so it is. Okay, night has fallen almost, but I still don't see the moon, but that's okay. There's a little bit more time left. She may still make an appearance. That would be fabulous. All right, how did we enjoy the meditation? Yes, yes. Okay, so I have a pure white candle here for us to work with for our fire ceremony. So I'm just going to light a little fire here in my cauldron and use the smoke to cleanse our cards as we draw our oracle card for this phase of the moon. And if this works out, it doesn't always. Sometimes fire doesn't cooperate. It's okay. I have a sage stick standing by for just in case the fire doesn't want to do its thing. Right, we'll go ahead and do that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Success. I think I can actually move this where you can kind of see it. All right, so remember that we're adding pink quartz crystals for love. We're adding lapis lazuli for clear communication with one another and with our guides and with our maker. Oh, Michelle, thank you so much for the donation. I'm very, very grateful. And then finally, amethyst for clear communication with our guides, opening our third eye, opening our crown, being able to really embrace and welcome the messages of spirit, the message of our highest selves. And we're going to draw a card. This is so exciting. I love this part. All right, so again, if you arrived here late, we are using the Sacred Traveler Oracle card deck by Denise Lynn. She's amazing. Oh, thank you, Camellia. You are all so generous tonight. I'm loving this so very, very much. All right, I'm going to put that in the middle. Okay, yes, I am very, very grateful. I'm feeling and receiving your love and your money. It's so precious. I love it. Okay, so we're going to shuffle the cards and see what our theme is going to be for this final phase of the moon, right? So if you remember, we began by being grounded and celebrating our healing abilities, and from a grounded, rooted place, moving into great adventure. And then in the last phase, the second phase, it was wondrous universe, to walk in beauty, to see our own beauty. And we shall just see which card wants to be our companion and friend during our full moon celebration in the blooming cycle, the summer of this cycle. Okay. Sometimes they jump right out, and sometimes they don't. Oh, yeah, I'm calling that not jumping out. Some heat from here. They're always perfect. The oracle cards that we draw for these are always absolutely perfect. And this one is staying focused, hold the course, right? Okay, so this message is in celebration and in acknowledgement of all of the amazing and wonderful, beautiful things that you have accomplished and manifested and achieved and created in your life in this moon cycle so far, but also throughout your entire life. You, as humans, you do amazing works. You learn complicated systems and you apply your learning in amazing and wonderful and beautiful creative ways, and you create magnificent things in this life and on this planet in your lives. And as you are moving through this process, it becomes no longer miraculous to you anymore. You move on and you create a new project, or you go in a different direction, or you move on to the next big dream of something that you want to create, and you work on that and you create it, and it's beautiful and it's miraculous and it's brilliant and you love your creation. But then you get used to it and you no longer acknowledge it. So when you look back over your lifetime, and with the intent of understanding that you are brilliant, that you have accomplished so many things in your life, you have developed so many skills, you have shared your gifts and your love and your attention in so many ways to so many people, and you never ever give yourself credit for that, and you never ever let that be a part of who you are. So let the person that you are becoming incorporate all of those beautiful gifts and skills and talents, and let the knowledge and the knowing and the remembering of all of this beauty and magnificence and brilliance that you have already created inspire you to step into who you really are and who you are becoming, and staying focused and staying the course, which is towards manifesting a life that is beyond your wildest imagination, that is beyond anything that you as a human being in this life situation have the ability to imagine. So this is where you embrace your strong faith and you move forward with courage and with bravery and with trust into the next phase of your life, open and loving and allowing and being in every moment of your life the best version of yourself as you are becoming this indescribably enlightened and connected and happy and joyful and peaceful and successful and loving every moment of your life human being. It's a beautiful message that the cards have for you, my loves, in this third phase of the moon. And I can't think of a single thing that could add to that, right? Stay focused, hold the course. And remember to hold this. So there's this line, okay, so everything that is learning new things can be difficult. Growing can be hard. Stretching out of your comfort zone can be very uncomfortable and very difficult and very scary. And you're learning a new skill that you need in order to reach the dreams that you have for your life can be difficult. But just because something is hard doesn't mean that it can't also be infused with joy, right? So finding a way to identify the actual inspired action that is required for us to really manifest our lives the way we want to, and then finding a way to do that work and to have that learning and to have the growth and the discomfort and still keep our underlying joy and our faith. That's the secret. That is the magic potion that we need to be able to live our lives in the way that we want and to move forward in growth and freedom, right? Okay. Erica, I love you all too. I truly do. Thank you. Are you talking to me, or are all of your friends here having a party too? So please feel free to share anything that you want. If someone has a very, very specific question that they would like guidance on, we have time to draw probably just one card from the Sacred Traveler deck. And I will remember which card this was, so I can add it back into the deck. But if everybody's happy and blessed, we can close the circle and go on with our night and go on practicing being the amazing, powerful, beautiful women and men that we are, right? Okay, Camelia, you have to ask a question. We did the collective reading, Eliza. That was the staying focused card. And I will share the this video will be available in the group, and I will also take a picture of the card and share all of that so that you can always check in there and remind yourself, like I had to do. When we got to the first quarter, I was like, oh my goodness, what were my new moon intentions? So I went back and looked. Okay, Camelia, that's a beautiful question. How can I best support my daughter? Is it okay if I manifest tonight and meditate? I've never done this before. Sorry. Oh my goodness, Erica, welcome. So meditating is something that you can do as often as you want, any time that you want. And it would be absolutely brilliant if you were to take any of the ideas that you got from tonight, if you got any of the insights that you received as you were looking into your own heart and looking into your own yearning, and sit in silence and meditation with that, and see if you can get even deeper and see if you can get even more information about this dream, about this yearning, about, all of the resources that are available to you from within yourself, then that's absolutely fabulous. And then manifesting tonight, yes, manifesting is always good. So yes, absolutely. And I have a lot of guided meditation, so you can look through there and see if there's any of those topics that speak to your heart, and listen to those too if you enjoyed meditating with me, right? Okay. All right, Camelia, how can you best support your daughter? Oh, actually, Eliza, I'm not in the Rockies. I'm in the Appalachian Mountains down in East Tennessee. And you just can't go wrong. If you Google the Appalachian Trail, it runs all the way up the country, and every ounce of it is beautiful. And the Appalachian Trail is really famous for having lots of hiker stop-offs, and people make lifelong friends on the Appalachian Trail. But the Rockies are beautiful too, right? I would start in Golden or Aurora. No, not Aurora. Aurora is in Denver. That's where I got married. In Golden or Boulder are great places in Colorado to go. All right. Okay, so Camelia, 3 cards left out of the deck for the supporting of your daughter. And I guess in this order, so the first would be Finding Sanctuary. Oh my goodness, there's 4 cards. Wow. There's a lot that you need to learn. No, that's not true. There's a lot that the universe wants to share with you. All right, so the first card is Valiant Courage. Take action with passion. And I can kind of feel what this is saying, but we'll wait till the end. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source is the second card. Oops, you can't see the whole thing. Here we go. And then the third card is fogged in. Go slow, take time. Hello, Debbie from Arizona. And then finally, in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. All right, so our guide started speaking to me as soon as I started looking at those cards. So the message that is coming for you is that there is, in many times in human relationships, we approach one another sort of walking on eggshells, and we are making assumptions that someone might not respond to something that we have to share with them in the way that we want to share it. And so we hold back and we temper ourselves and we don't show up as our authentic selves in these relationships. And we, in that way, withhold our support out of fear of having the wrong response. So the other cards in this series that were appearing for you were to be in a still and calm place, connected with your source, connected with pure and divine love before entering into any interaction with your daughter or with anyone. This is advice and wisdom that is appropriate for every single one of you as you are mixing and mingling and being with one another in your human lives. So taking the time first to tend to your connection, to tend to your feeling of peace and security and support, and being able to bring all of that love into the authentic and honest ways in which you mean to lift up and support your daughter. And the way that you do this is by amplifying her strengths, amplifying her gifts, amplifying her beauty, and helping her to feel all of the resources that she has within her and all of the resources that are available without, including you. And allow her to feel that she is loved and supported and never ever judged, no matter what, and that you are always there for her, and that she can look at any of her struggles from this place of knowing her own brilliance. And I promise she is brilliant. I promise she has endless potential. She has endless possibilities. And the most loving, the most supportive thing that any of us can do for one another is to shine a light on that brilliance, to hold up a mirror for her and let her see all of the wonderful aspects of herself. So you are grounded in sanctuary. You are firmly connected. You are standing in your own power. You are approaching her with fearlessness and passion and honesty and authenticity while lifting her up. And you are going very, very slow. You are not expecting to shake things up. You are not expecting to divert things. You are expecting to create a beautiful communication with her in a beautiful container in which you can support her and she can support you, that you can be in this beautiful cooperation with one another. And through this, you arrive at the last card, which is being in the flow of this beautiful, magical experience of being a deliberate creator of your life, being open to the abundance that is flowing to and through you, and open to sharing that with your fellow humans, and open to receiving that from your fellow humans. And this is how you will not only support your daughter, but you will uplift everyone in your life. You will uplift everyone in your community. And in this way, you will uplift the world. And this is how true global change will happen. I am very glad that you asked that question, because that was a beautiful message, right? Okay. All right, guys, that's like exactly our time. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for your donations. This is actually a pretty precarious time for me, so every little bit helps, and I'm so very, very grateful. And this will always allow me to continue to do this work for free. So we're going to take just a few seconds here to energetically stand up and move away from our sacred fire and step back into your own energy with beautiful gratitude as you move out through the field and out back into your life. And just imagine that this sacred fire has now become an eternal fire that is there at your back, in your history, a part of you, energizing you, empowering you. Very fabulous. I love you all so much. Be sure to click the follow button so that you get a notification whenever we have live gatherings like this. The next one will be on the last quarter moon, and I apologize, I haven't looked at the date or set the time yet, but I will do that right away. And if you click the follow button, you'll get a notification as soon as it's scheduled. And then next month, when the new moon happens, more than likely, we're going to do it all again. We're going to see what worked for this moon cycle. We're going to celebrate all of the grand things that we harvested and the new intentions that we're going to have for the next moon cycle as well. So I love you so much. I hope to see you soon and often, and namaste.